right. Nazi tag, all right?
And he's like wanted to fight me, which I understand.
Just want to give everyone a heads up. We're back on the live stream. For some reason, we weren't getting volume, but the podcast was recording, so we did get the rant that you went on for the last 7 minutes.
Where the demographic
But yes,
is.
the Arty 84 show, episode 87. Just a check mark for the video. But anyways,
Get your shit together, Facebook.
I know. Fucking Zuckerberg.
He just made all that money. He was like, I'm leaving it
probably
to
in that
everybody
move
else.
that we just saw on the news. That
Probably.
they disconnected the one wire that comes to.
She comes to my house because you heard us talking about him.
Yeah.
I want to know more about this offensive comedy show you're going to do.
No, I was having an idea. I was mulling.
So I got a few ideas.
I do too.
If
That'd
I
be
do
great.
it, you're involved too.
I'm
thinking of having a show where it's okay to be offensive, but not like offensive like.
Oh, there we go.
Not like offensive, like dropping, N-bombs and F-bombs and
You think
the
your brother-
F-bomb, but not the other F-bomb. And like you're not there to offend somebody, but meaning offensive show as in you, the ticket holder, are not going to be offensive if something.
I think every time I go on
offensive.
stage,
It
I'm
doesn't make
offensive
sense
to
right now,
people.
but you know what I'm talking about.
I think every time I open my mouth, I become
You know what I mean,
offensive.
right?
I know.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean.
Like I could talk about the time, Could I offend other people in the room? Like talk about intimate stories that people have told me that are in the room?
Like if you're pretty much it's
right.
without saying, if you're easily offended, I suggest you not.
I would do
show.
I would do the
If
whole
you just
show.
call it the offensive show, you come and you know it's offensive.
Yeah, you advertise it as offensive.
Just because offensive, like anything
So-
like a fart's offensive. So
So I would do the whole show as Dwight Anderson.
Dwight Anderson.
Hey, my
I love how
name's
you look
Dwight
at him.
Anderson. Don't you like it in the butt?
No.
Sometimes.
No, maybe just a
Hey,
fingertip.
hey, Eric, remember the time you were in the McDonald's parking
Maybe a
lot in the
fingertip.
van with that you-know-who?
A fingernail.
I like some McDonald's right now.
I would, too.
I smoked a joint waiting for him to pick me up. Yeah,
I found the greatest thing ever in my car today, a free McDonald's sandwich.
Oh,
I got a little card.
Nice.
No,
that was
It
mine.
wasn't like a
From the
Monopoly
wedding.
piece, no?
Was that yours from the wedding?
I don't know.
I couldn't remember if we
We
got
got
it.
McDonald's. Remember, because I said it and you wanted to rip my face off because I didn't know we weren't supposed to say something.
Yeah, but I couldn't remember if that was the time they gave us the free McDonald's pass or it was like last week. I couldn't
It
remember.
didn't expire?
No, it doesn't expire. I get a free sandwich every time I want. So then I was driving.
Nice.
I wasn't purposely trying to find a McDonald's today, but I happened to like.
They're everywhere.
But I was trying to look for one. I couldn't find one today.
Wow. What?
Yeah, I know. I didn't drive by one all day
Because you know why?
because I wanted one.
No, every McDonald's that you would go to, you know where it is.
That's true. Yeah, I guess so. I might as well
That's
just
it.
went to the one
There's
I
no-
knew.
Is there, in this area, has there ever been McDonald's you haven't
I thought maybe
frequent?
one was-
No.
I thought one would pass up. I'm a Burger King guy too.
Yeah, sometimes I'm a Burger King
I'm a
guy.
huge Burger King
Last
guy.
week we talked about the time Adam worked at Burger King.
Yes, I did.
And her- seen his
Either
boss.
Ding, fries are done.
And
Ding,
seen his
fries are done.
boss fucking another
No,
manager.
no, he was
Would you
making
like
out
an
with
apple
her.
pie with that? Would you like an apple pie with that?
Do you really think
Was that
the-
you?
Do you really? Oh God.
Family Guy.
I know, but because that's a real thing.
No, I
Someone
know.
did that.
No, I did
Do you
not.
really think the making out was the extreme to your boss in his intimate relationship?
No, no, they used to get hotel rooms.
What?
Oh, you think? So last week.
What's that?
We'll
No,
recap.
my-
so when Adam's, well, maybe you should explain. It's
No,
easier
so
for
my boss at the time, who was married, and he was like in his 40s or 50s, like but he was fooling around with another manager, but he was married, and now he's friends with his son, who also worked at Burger King.
and then
I
you
caught him making out
blackmailed
with-
the manager.
Yeah, and then I did absolutely nothing from that point on working there. I would unload trucks every once in a while, but I pretty much just sat in the back and never did
Stole
anything.
money, you
and I would like take an hour.
Do you ever
nap
you ever
breaks.
take your dick and put two patties on each side of
No,
it?
hot
And be
dog.
like,
No, but I thought about it.
Have a fucking tuna fish sandwich?
Never.
Oh. I was
I'm assuming you have.
I was elbow deep
You
in
ever
tuna
fucked
before.
side of coleslaw?
When I was working at the All-Born Pan, you had to mix the tuna with your arm, like they do with the tartar sauce, and I was elbow deep in tuna. I bet it would be fun to fuck though. It'd be a little chilly though, because
Sounds like you get an infection if something gets up there.
when you
Fuck a warm melon on a hot day?
No, that sounds like an infection.
just
too.
a fat girl. Nothing's more unsexy than banging a girl that's a little overweight on a hot summer day in a house with no air conditioning. Put
Sure,
that
it's
on
like
a
Sweat
t-shirt.
developing under the folds.
I can smell it.
I used that.
Swoob.
I had a good one today at work. We're in a meeting. My boss was talking about how we have to do everything in reverse, and I'm like, "Well, you can't get pregnant that way." And I'm like, "Oh, that should be on a T-shirt." I said that, and everyone laughed because they don't know the T-shirt thing. And then something said about how it was tough to jam a pile of shit up a small hole, and I go, "Sounds like a weekend in P-town." This is all during a financial meeting.
Trying to get fired?
I got a few laughs. I almost pulled the George Costanza when he told the joke and he got the laughs and he just left the meeting.
That's how I picture you in a meeting. Like we're all different parts of Seinfeld characters. Like
Sure. I don't
you're
watch the
Kramer.
show.
You're
I don't
not
watch
Kramer.
the show.
I don't
You're
know.
a Kramer, but you're not funny.
You're a combination. See, Doubleback's a Kramer. Doubleback's Kramer
You
too.
get two Kramers.
Yeah.
Nah, you're more Newman.
Yeah,
You're more
he's
Newman.
definitely Newman. Hello,
Sure. Whatever you say, guys.
Adam.
I said we all have a little something. Why are you
Yeah,
getting
we
so
all have a
offended
little-
over
I'm
it?
not. I'm just
Offensive
saying, I
show,
never watched the
remember?
show.
You're
I
George
just,
Costanza.
I never really. I've watched a few episodes.
Dude,
It's
kid
okay.
I work with says that too. Because you're like you both. You and him are the only ones that like he's like George
He's
Costanza.
like a
I'll
real
give it-
life
I'll
George
give it a try
Costanza.
sometime. Maybe I'm just not.
I really am. Just better looking.
Hey, you're not bald and obese.
No, I'm not thin. but
Stocky
I know he's
bald
getting
man.
it.
I got more hair in my head.
getting
than I can-
doughy.
I
You
can
get-
probably
you get the
donate.
hair.
I should
Joey,
donate
it's
my
not
Joey
obese,
fucking
though.
haircut. I should grow it every winter when I'm off. I should grow my hair, cut it, and just
You
donate.
should
it
grow
for
your hair
wigs.
like how Mikey had
Not
it.
donate
Just
it,
slick
I'll
back
sell
like
it.
Scott Stapp. Just like grow it like.
Yeah, Mikey
Scott.
just looks like he needs it.
We shave
Mine's
it. We
greasy.
cut
I
it. You
can't
shave
do
it.
it. I can't do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I can't
I
either.
tried,
Mine's
remember?
wavy. I can't do that.
Mikey looks like he should be like in a biker gang.
Yeah.
Yeah, we shaved it, but he still looks kind of menacing.
And then he has that look, you're scared to tangle with him. And then you find out he's just a goofy monocle.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Like a big
Fist
teddy
or
bear.
something, though.
He has his flare-ups,
Well, I
though.
did see him have a fucking one time. Me and him were down in Fort Myers for
For someone's pizza, right?
yeah. So this guy cuts us in line at this pizza place at 2 a.m. in
See, the
Fort
thing
Myers.
one thing I love about the story when you hear it, like it's typical Mikey, like, oh, I'm gonna do a good thing that turns into something fucking outrageous.
So the guy was like, "Hey, you cut us in line," and Mikey's like, "What are you talking about? We're all merging." He's like, "Ah, you cut. You're a fucking asshole." Blah, blah. This is before we even got the food, and I'm just sitting there, and he's like, "What?" He's like, "What the fuck's your problem?" And I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Can you buy him a pizza?
Yeah, so when it came to the guy ordered his pizza, and then we ordered our pizza, and then Mikey goes, "I got your pizza for you. Don't worry, buddy," and bought his pizza for him.
That's nice.
Yeah, then the guy didn't know what to do. He thought he was all macho. He was with his girlfirm.
Yeah, no, here's his flare-ups.
It was
Like-
Florida.
You should
Like,
have seen him in Tennessee. It was funny. He's sitting there like trying to hit on a girl, and his boyfriend, her boyfriend was like passed out on.
Oh yeah, at the Waffle House
Whoa,
at 3
A
a.m.
potato or French fries or something.
Well, remember in New Orleans, he's like, "This tastes like shit." But I would feed my dog this. Remember, he was like,
Oh yeah,
says
then
to the waitress,
double back
You were
on
wild in
angry.
Savannah.
Well, then in Savannah, or in Jacksonville, I should say, he paid a stripper to diddle her. I mean, allegedly.
and then on New
Did you go
Year's,
out after we went to sleep or something?
and then
Yeah, we went to me. Adam,
we went
and
out, yeah.
Mikey went to the strip club.
yeah, if you even want to call it
Yeah,
that,
she
because
came. She was
if you
there.
even want to call it that, because they couldn't even get
Yeah, it was-
Hi,
topless.
Susie.
They're wearing a bikini.
Yeah, I don't even
Susie's
call it. a
here.
strip club. It wasn't
Hi,
a strip
Gorilla Girl.
I don't even. It doesn't qualify in my book as a strip
Gorilla Girl. That's her new nickname.
Gorilla Girl?
Yeah, from
Why-
the other night. Remember when Adam got all scared?
No, I didn't. I just. What are you
Why,
talking
what'd
about?
she
You, like,
do?
exaggerate.
Wait,
Mike.
what happened?
You're like
I caught
Todd.
when he no,
Not even close.
he
But-
when he showed a picture of his plant.
No.
and he said it's a girl, it's a girl, it's a girl. I said, oh, I thought it said Gorilla Girl. I go, what? I go, Susie, I'm surprised you didn't say that was my nickname.
I
in
was
high
like,
school.
whoa.
As in, like, that was a perfect time for her to say, because most of our stuff we say
Yeah.
is for men.
But when I think gorilla, I think fat. I would call a girl a gorilla if
But
she
I
was fat.
saved
That's
myself.
why I was like,
You made
whoa.
it weird. I knew she wouldn't take it anyway.
See, I would
you
take.
made it weird by
I would-
that way, so I had to redeem
Well, that's
myself.
how a normal person wouldn't.
See, I would have took it that she's
Me and
into a
Susie are on
certain
different
type of
wavelengths,
guys.
I guess.
the blacks, the muyans.
I did
Then
not
I
say
changed
that,
that.
but you.
Well,
said-
that's the color.
You see what changed? Because he goes, what? I go, Adam. I go, why do you have to get weird? I go, you haven't experienced her hand on your throat and her knee in your chest.
Yeah.
That's Gorilla Girl.
He got.
I knew.
She was into a new
Then he
thing.
started hiding into the bushes.
Yeah.
Gift talk.
Okay.
Did I hide? Who hid in the bushes?
He did. He put
No, I did this
hide
Homer
in the
Simpson
bush.
meme.
He's
Oh,
like, "Hide in the
yeah,
bushes."
yeah.
I'm like, why
Oh,
you
yeah.
gotta be weird, Adam? And then she's like, Eric, you're the only one that can say that because I knew it.
Well, I was baiting you because I knew it probably pertained to something, and then you would be like, "Oh my god!"
It happens.
That's how I type.
You two are like at each other today.
Not really.
Wait till they did.
I'm close.
Missed it earlier. They took each other's wee wees out and was playing. Guess who's in my mouth? And I go, there's only two of you, so I guess it's a 50-50 chance.
Oh, damn.
God.
Well, it is bigger, so.
Well, yeah, we know. Okay, rub it in every time we talk.
No, I don't usually rub it in. Actually,
It's not the size of the
I gotta,
boat, it's
I
the
gotta
motion
throw
of the
it in.
ocean.
It's a thick.
Yeah, you're
I
gonna.
want to stop talking about you dicks.
Do you have the remote control next to you? The TV remote? Somewhere? What did you do? What did I do?
Back to you after that.
All right, you have to take the batteries out of that remote and put them in the microphone.
I'm surprised the dogs have not gotten
Because
those batteries out.
the batteries are dying on the old mic. I can hear you going kicking in and kicking it out.
I will say that remote is very impressive how it survived so long.
Oh,
It is
yeah.
shoot up.
I gotta
beaten
say,
up.
Comcast sucks in most aspects of the world, but they do make a durable remote control.
I would tape those batteries into the remote because if those fall and the dogs eat them,
We did find a couple batteries in Tommy's mouth once.
nah.
He was chewing on them like it was a Thanksgiving dinner. This is if you're watching live right now, it's Eric doing technical work. Real quick, I gave him the simple task was take batteries out of
batteries
remote
out.
control and
It's
put
like
batteries
so warped that it can't.
and
get
put
the
batteries
out.
in
It's
microphone.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty.
Wow, yeah.
Isn't that pretty
No,
good?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Just going the wrong
Sorry,
side.
when Tommy was gnawing on it.
Probably some acid on my fingers now because the batteries.
It's all right.
Hold up.
Hold up.
Chies are in.
Boom,
That's
boom,
the thing, I'm
boom,
just trying
boom.
to figure out not to.
You put the right batteries in?
Yeah.
The pressure's on.
No, you gotta put these in the remote.
They don't work.
They don't work enough for a mic, but they work good enough for the remote.
Just hold them so I don't.
Ooh, look at that
That-
catch.
that was impressive.
Yeah,
We should do that second.
You were even impressed
I'm
by
impressed.
yourself. You're like, oh
I
my god.
was like, ooh, it came in my hand.
It's all
That
in
on
the
a t-shirt.
All in the reflexes.
In this house, we always have one of one. So this house, we sometimes always need AAA batteries, but when you open the drawer, all we have is double A's.
My back.
Yeah, there you go. Nice.
And what do you use AA batteries for? I don't even know.
Double A, like remote, the microphones, my DJ equipment stuff.
Oh, okay.
But then we have a plethora of AAA
Go
batteries
to
now.
Costco's, I'll get you a case. My hand is killing me.
From what?
Whacking
Jerking off?
Is the mic on?
the
Oh,
batteries
okay.
out.
Oh, it is on. Okay. I was always like, feel like you were whispering. Summer breeze. I like how Sue Stills are checking on.
Because they have to go back outside.
Why? You got more
Oh,
stuff?
do you need help?
I have more stuff.
Oh, you should have texted us.
I mean, could you do it in the next trip? I mean,
Do you have anything that's perishable?
Huh?
Anything perishable?
say that again. Can you just say perishable? Without,
Perishable?
Can you say it without going perishable? Like a
Anything
fucking
perishable?
Let's say it needs to be in the
Perishable?
fridge. I don't use big words anymore.
Again, well, it's going to be 27 degrees outside, so I think
Yeah,
everything's going to be
it's-
fine.
It's probably safe.
Oh, get that shit out of here!
Ooh, they were up by 15. I don't know what happened.
That is a good thing about the winter months. If you leave something in your car, you're
Yeah.
good.
Like your dignity. It just goes into
Did you guys see
hibernation.
that? Just
No.
get that out, and he totally airballs it. Way to go,
Yeah.
scary Terry.
Not too scary. Do you see that thing about who's the guy? Fucking not Brown. The other one, Tatum. Tatum had said someone said something to Tatum. Who was it? It was some sportscaster.
What about trade himself? with
Yeah,
Davis?
yeah. And then his father, and his father's like, yeah, I'd probably would trade him too if he wasn't my son. Then they told Tatum, and Tatum's like, yeah, I would trade myself for Anthony Davis.
Maybe that would be the good way. That
They're not gonna trade him though.
So we
No,
are,
they're
in
not trade.
They'll
Maybe
trade
they'll trade
Brown.
Rozier and everybody else.
Rozier, yeah.
Imagine
So,
Tatum and Davis together.
we are in the playoffs this weekend. And who?
Which year? Yeah.
Hey.
So
What do we got here? I think we can
I'm-
do picks because it's not a whole league.
yes,
We're down to the full.
I'm angrily pissed off because
angrily pissed off.
you
All
picked
Here
I'm
come
gonna-
the
I'm
Artyism.
gonna let
They're
it
coming
pass
out.
that you said we. Go ahead.
because
Well, you said it in the car.
Well,
so
what do you
Well,
say?
all right, that's
Oh, we're in the playoffs?
touche.
Like as us, like the three of us.
I was already in the playoffs and I won the Super Bowl, so
Mm.
We're talking what?
in my fantasy league.
We're not talking fantasy.
All right, go Artie. Artie's got a new scally. Oh, I just noticed that.
Oh yeah.
Like
I'm
that?
not sure the one got
Yes,
eaten.
yes.
You get the Italian one.
Real quick, yeah, your boy Ryan Wolf said you guys should open up each show with Top Gun high fives. Gets the blood flowing, he says.
Need for speed.
Which is funny because we were watching
Sure.
the
I know.
daily. We were watching the Daily Woo before the show, and he was in the where they filmed Top Gun actually in San Diego.
We should open with Danger Zone. That would have been awesome.
Yeah,
Some
I think
Danger
so.
Zone.
I think Ryan the Wolf, man, needs to do why Eric Powers is so great voice thing, and we'll play it next week.
We should every episode. Every episode should be live.
he should do one every week and just send it.
I think him and his wife should come back to Boston.
Well, yes. I mean, they're not made of money now.
Just Ryan, right? That's all you're looking for. He just wants the Wolfman to
No,
come.
I mean, I'm just saying they just took that trip for the wedding, all that stuff. They got a newborn. That's what I mean. I didn't mean.
I wonder if we could start a
go.
GoFundMe
Hi.
for the Wolfman to fly up here every week.
Elizabeth has to come too.
I mean, it was fine because they'll get you out of here. So Just kidding.
Jesus.
Hey, you're a wife now. You're not a fiance girlfriend no more. You don't get.
Oh yeah. Do you feel that tingling in your balls? You feel that?
Let's give you a pump, right? Let's
You might
get you
have something
excited.
else wrong with you.
Prostate cancer.
I'm the one who's had a physical recently. No, yeah. I'm good.
It gets until this part though. This really doesn't do much for me.
Me neither. Yeah, but it picks up.
Dude,
it gets
Kenny
better.
Loggins, the composer of the '80s.
Yeah, he had
Totally.
every single song for
Everything.
every single movie pretty much.
Yeah, he was up there.
Caddyshack kicks off the '80s because that's technically '79. So it came out in '80. So Caddyshack kicked off on that.
Yeah.
Then the fucking that.
And then it was Phil Collins.
For a
with
long
Disney.
time, I thought he did Beverly Hills Cop 1 too. But that wasn't
I really preferred
No,
him when he
I
was
can see
Messina in Loggins. But, we're not going to go into the 70s, okay? That's why he celebrated his catalog.
Yes.
You're telling us a story. Like, can you tell the story? We'll go back into the football picks in a minute because they're not going anywhere. About you and Kenny Loggins?
Oh no, because Kenny Loggins was supposed to do something for a company that I work for, and he was not. And I kept asking about if Kenny Loggins is going to be in the office, and Kenny Loggins was not going to be in the office, and the boss got a little annoyed that I kept asking. He was like,
Yeah.
Adam, Kenny Loggins is not coming into the office.
I can't imagine you annoying your boss.
Oh, I can see that being like you just every day, like a little boy coming in the room. Mommy,
Kenny Loggins coming.
Yeah, and they're doing it on purpose, knowing that he's not coming. A Wolfman said he's going to start selling body parts to come up here to fund his trip to
Jesus.
Boston. Can you imagine if he's like I mean, the airport that he has to fly out of is one of the most expensive airports in the country, in Knoxville.
Why that
So
one?
I don't know.
That's
I have no
weird.
reason. I don't know.
Maybe
I don't
it's
work for the
hubs,
FAA.
it's not a good connector.
Who knows? But
He doesn't want to come up here because he'll probably gain 20 pounds all the super beats. he's gonna
if
do.
I hear
I
Tommy
can tell you,
possibly eating
he
something.
would probably.
Tommy!
Hey, Tommy.
Tommy,
His wife will probably be a little upset that since he has a kid, he's leaving midweek to go hang out with us in Revere for a couple hours.
Leaving this kid.
flying at night, leaving
Flying
in the morning.
2.5
Leaving in
hours.
the morning, leaving in the morning. Flying at 6 a.m., leaving at 6 a.m.
He gets out of work, he flies to Boston, we do the show, hangs out, and flies in first thing in the morning and goes to work. I can see that being fun for about 2 weeks.
Yeah, that'll get old pretty quick. Wouldn't it?
Yeah. I could, yeah.
Tatum,
Well, we live in the 21st century, and I think we could just tap him into the show, I guess, if we really wanted to.
We could. Yeah.
Do a live stream of some sort.
No Alex Wallace on the text today, huh?
No Alex Wallace.
Wow.
I'm actually,
Hope everyone's all right with him.
when I don't see Alex Wallace comment on anything, I get very concerned.
I did too, actually. Now I'm a little
Could be
worried.
dead. Maybe he's on vacation.
I hope.
He didn't
he's
tell
enjoying
us.
himself.
So, all right. So we'll go with football real quick. And Pats are obviously playing San Diego Superchargers.
If they
San
lose, it's going to be
Diego.
because they have Melvin Gordon, and their running game is the Patriots can't stop a run, so that's how they're going to lose the game if they lose. Get the disco ball going.
They should play this at Gillette. Because they say San Diego.
It is catchy.
It's the greatest song ever.
Fast forward to
When
the
did
good
they make it?
parts.
The 70s?
It has to be late 70s. I think it's the guy from the Village People.
Oh,
the lead
see, I
singer.
just thought it was meant to sound like that, but it was made maybe recently.
Oh, no. This is like 30 years old.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I just thought it was meant to sound like that.
Yeah, this is early 80s, late 70s.
It makes the song even better.
That does.
All I
You
picture-
thought-
more
you thought they were
appreciated.
trying to
that's what I
rip,
thought.
recreate it,
Yeah.
which obviously it's going to sound better because music's better today.
All I picture is a bunch of guys with afros and
Big stashes,
big,
like
big old
mustaches.
mustaches, and they're all dancing.
Tom Selleck mustaches and
Big time.
Hawaiian shirts.
Well, you guys seen like Gino when they do Gino at the Celtics game, like that? Those type of people just dancing around, tight clothes.
Oh, like you ever see that movie? I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Yes.
Yeah, like the people dressed like that, pretty much with the big shoes and like all the gold OG in.
Yeah. Big
Well,
froze.
So
You
OG.
take the hard way. You
Overdose
take
of gold,
the elevator
OGs.
or the stairs. You take the window or the stairs.
Yes. Yeah.
Tom Brady should grow a mustache like that just for the it's like then he should pull up in a van like you used to have like a
Goldfish and
commercial
feet.
van.
Big Steve
Creepy,
Goldfish,
creepy,
yeah.
Goldfish.
creepy Tom Brady. That was like when he was suspended. They had that meme going out, and he had his like mustache on. And it said,
Yeah. I remember that.
Tom's brother Dave Matey or something like that."
If his brother would still be Brady.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Is there any chance that San Diego beats the
I'm right.
Patriots Sunday?
Yeah.
Yes.
You think so?
There's definitely.
I mean, Philip Rivers literally shits his pants every time he plays.
But
the
they've
Patriots.
won everywhere. Like they won in Arrowhead. They won in Pittsburgh. They won. The only place they didn't win was at
in
the
LA.
Rams.
Yeah. So you know what that means? They're due.
Yeah, they are.
Not to mention that the year we played them in the AFC Championship, the undefeated year.
But
if you
you're
will.
using years that are irrelevant now. It might be their year. Like it just might be
I
their
don't
year.
know.
And they can't. Patriots cannot stop the run, and they have Melvin Gordon.
Can't
so
stop the run. Ugh. They've stopped the run better in the past.
it's
though.
very possible.
I don't know. I mean, there's a possibility. There's always a possibility, I guess.
Yeah.
But like, if I was gonna bet on it, if I was a betting
I'm still
man,
going Patriots, but I
In
wouldn't be
Gillette,
surprised if they lost.
27 degrees outside.
Yeah, but they've won everywhere. They won in Arrowhead. They won in Pittsburgh. They won
27 degrees.
They won in Denver. They won in.
Do you know it's warmer in Denver in the winter?
Okay, they won in Pittsburgh.
We could probably feel the team.
Pittsburgh was 45 degrees.
They won in Kansas City. You're just pulling temperatures out of your ass now.
Adam, you know that? We could field the team together and probably give Denver a game.
I know, but
I know,
usually,
it's not
my
very
point is,
impressive.
away, no matter where the stadium is, because they're away
Yeah.
anyway, they still have pull-out
Yeah,
wins.
but you named
Limp dick microphone stand.
some teams that didn't even make the playoffs.
yeah, exactly. But they play. These are teams that are in the playoffs. Well, the Steelers aren't, but the Chiefs, we beat them too, though.
Steelers could
They
have.
got lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the Steelers are just.
Chiefs.
Well, I'm gonna pull up their.
They're catching the Chiefs. It's like Collinsworth
Listen, there's a
said.
possibility.
Collinsworth
Okay?
said at the last game of the season, like these teams came back down. to
They're
earth.
viable candidates to actually.
I'm
beat
gonna
them.
tell
Like,
you, there's
they're-
also a good possibility that Indy beats KC.
Yes.
Yeah, there is.
I think there's a better chance of Indy beating KC than San Diego beating the Patriots. And the only reason I say this is because
They're hot.
And I'm scared. I
They're
think I'm more
hot.
scared of Indy than KC.
yeah, but I'm not afraid of Indy in an AFC Championship.
So you're going with your own personal, like, I want the Patriots to win, so Indy could actually win here. That's what you're. You don't
be-
think they actually beat them?
no, there's no way in hell any team is beating the Patriots unless KC.
Playoffs is a whole new ball game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm thinking the only
That's how
chance.
good KC was all year. They need one stinker.
Yeah.
That's why when teams are that good that year.
I
The
know.
stinker is usually the divisional.
I know.
True. It's
And Kansas City
And
does it
some
all the
teams-
time.
like look at the Texans. Everyone was jerking off the Texans. How
No
great
one
they
ever
are.
was.
Oh, how
they've
hot they
always
are.
were.
lose the
They
first
were.
round.
They've won
no,
10
they
in a
were.
row. They won 10 in a row. They're
I was
oh.
never buying into the Texans.
NFL on Fox page did
Yeah.
a thing, and
Everyone's
people were
touching themselves
They said,
to
who
the
would you want
Texans.
more, Deshaun Watson or Andrew Luck? And people were like Watson.
As soon as I say, I'm like, this. First of all, it's a division game, so every time you do that, that's a risk right there. But and the NFC is more of a toss up.
Yeah, although I will say though that I think that the only sure game that I would say is the Saints are going to completely.
The
throttle
Eagles, you would
Eagles.
think so,
But you know,
but
you
last year
I
was
hope
it was.
they throttle.
But
Like,
last
I
year,
hope it's just
we all thought the Saints were going to
pound
beat
them.
Minnesota.
And they're already
True.
they're like we're
Yeah,
gonna get
they're-
back at them for running up the score. Well, you know what? They're gonna fucking run it up 10 times worse.
yeah.
The Saints have beat all the birds this year so
I
far.
hope it's
so.
I hope it's 45-3 with a minute left.
Probably.
Drew Brees drops back from the 50 and throws a
Throws a
bomb to
bomb.
Michael Thomas. Then they kick a fucking onside kick.
And they get the ball
recover
back.
it.
Yeah. Really.
Bomb to Thomas.
It was
then
like-
they kick another onside kick.
It's like, remember that year the
Don't
Patriots
get it back, but then pick it off 6.
It was like I think it was Halloween, and the Patriots were playing the Washington Redskins in Washington. The score was like 63-3. They kept scoring. It's coming down scoring.
The undefeated year.
I think it was the other
season?
video. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
'Cause and then they no, it was the Miami game. They were up by like 30, and then they came. And then they scored 2 touchdowns. They put Brady back
put
in.
Brady
They're like,
back
what the
in,
fuck you
yeah.
doing? Like, hey, they get closer.
I just had that bad feeling about the Chargers, where it's like they might not still be the best team, but maybe
Yeah.
it's their lightning in a bottle year. Maybe it's just how the
Are you saying that
planetary-
because their symbol is a lightning bolt?
Oh, funny, but no. But like maybe you know how those teams like it's just their lightning.
Could be.
In a, it's just
I
that
don't know,
year.
people thought that in
You know?
'94 too, and then they got their asses kicked by the
yeah, Super
fucking
Bowl
49ers.
loss.
But like a lot of things just
Took it
seem
away
to be
from the
going their way.
Patriots.
Yeah.
It's just,
We could
it's
have
just one of those
believe
things.
that if Chargers didn't get their ass whooped that bad by the 49ers, the Patriots would have the greatest Super Bowl win
Yeah, and
and
the
the
worst.
worst loss.
Yeah.
Fuck, the
Yeah,
Bears.
that's but you know what? They all actually that's impressive if you think about it. If they did, they would have had the worst loss, the best
Yeah.
win, the most appearances,
True.
second most. Second most.
I haven't
that's
seen
impressive.
I haven't seen double back since the Bears lost.
He paid them to go to the Super Bowl.
He did. He was banking on the Bears Browns Super Bowl.
I was laughing so hard because he made that first kick.
Yeah.
Right? If that didn't happen, I wouldn't feel as bad. But like he hit the first
Oh, the
one
Bears
perfect.
guy. He hit
Yeah.
multiple kicks.
No, he hit it before the timeout. You
Yeah.
know,
Oh,
that
yeah, the
moment.
first one. Yeah.
Perfect.
But
right
he
to
also
the
knew
uprights.
he had to do it through like no pressure. He was just kicking.
Yeah.
But it was also the ninth
got
time he hit a
tipped.
fucking. It was
It
tipped.
did get
yeah.
tipped.
Yeah.
But
That
the fact that it
changes.
hit the post and then hit the bottom.
it's funny-
Could have
and then-
came back, but it went forward.
And statistically, it was in his favor because usually when you ice a kicker, like 95%
Yeah.
of times he gets it the second time.
Yeah.
But poor
it
guy.
wasn't him. It got tipped.
Do you see what
That was a good game, though.
Goose Island's doing? The bear company.
No.
So Goose Island's based out of Chicago. So what they're doing is they're defending this poor guy, and they go, well, if any of you fucking dipshits who watch this game on the couch can kick a 40-yard field goal, you get a year's supply of Goose Island. So they're setting this thing up in Chicago where they're letting anyone come out, and anyone can take a turn and kick a 45.
Soccer player's gonna
Yeah,
come do it.
I was just thinking
Yeah.
that.
So whoever
Someone's
so
gonna
if someone does it, the game's over. That's basically the rules. So
do it. Okay.
they haven't really distinguished what a year supply of beer is. I'm thinking a beer a year. A beer a day.
Yeah,
So,
they're
like,
probably thinking beer a day.
'Cause that's like what, a case,
You
two a month.
I mean, you go by. Yeah, you give a case a day. That's just fucking.
That's
That's all.
responsible.
That's I know a few people could drink a case a day.
Easily, yeah. It depends
I
what
mean,
kind.
yeah.
Corona.
But I
could
mean,
drink those
Goose
all day.
Island IPAs drinking
Like
a
a
case a day, you're
normal
probably
person,
dead.
case of beer. It could be just one case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like a case a week, basically.
That's why I never got lifetime supply. How do you know what my lifetime supply would be?
Yeah.
Like you get lifetime supply of Reese's. Do you know what my lifetime supply is? Until I die of diabetes, or is it until
it's
you
like
know?
it's like
Or
those
you
old.
give me a set price.
I feel like that was a
Beer
big
day.
thing in the '70s. Like they would be like, "Yo, and like Price is Right. You got a lifetime supply of like
Rolaids.
Yeah,
Like, what?
Rolaids. Like, whoa,
What the fuck?
She's like, well, I have one Rolade every 4 months. I'm like, so a pack of it lasts me a year. So if I'm gonna live 84 years, there's like 84 pack. There's like an expiration date. I think what it is, they send you coupons. I think that's what it is. Like,
Maybe.
And you
You
just
just
go to
whenever
the
you need
store.
it, you're like, hey, I
yeah,
need this.
I think that's how it works. I can't.
Yeah, they
imagine.
can't send you like.
Because who
that
has the storage for a lifetime supply of beefaroni?
Maybe it's like the
Beef-
Subway card in Happy Gilmore. You just fucking
Maybe that's what it is. Like
whatever they
yeah.
show, they get that for free.
like the black card. Yeah.
It might not even be illegal to give somebody that much amount of alcohol all at once.
It's not.
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
Illinois. They have different laws, I guess. I don't know.
But it's probably that. Maybe it's just they'll buy them out with us. Maybe we'll give you a fucking
Yeah,
a
but they-
card for a year, and you come in and drink for free for a year.
Bunch of
at the brewery.
coupons to go to the brewery. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd see me there for like every day for the first like probably 4 weeks, and I'd be like, "What? It's fucking beer." Why
So
am I
it's
keep-
like-
I keep drinking this beer. I gotta check them.
gonna die.
They're banking on you not wanting to drink the beer every day.
Yeah.
Although I've never seen anything other than a Corona Light, Bud Light, in Mr. Powers' hands for the last 12 years. So I guess if they gave him a year supply of Bud Light, he'd be content.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I wouldn't know what a lifetime supply would
It's
be.
free, so you can't
Yeah.
knock free.
You're right.
He'd
Maybe
put
it is a
he'd put
case a day.
Budweiser out of business.
Not a case a day. A case a week.
I mean, a case of
If you could drink a case of
a
beer,
beer a day.
do you want to have the case of beer a day challenge?
God no. For how long?
We gotta go a week. You have to drink a case of beer.
No, you would never. You could make it past 3 days.
A
How,
case of
how long do you
beer.
think you guys can make? Your beer of
I don't
choice,
know, I
though.
can throw-
So you got to be
oh,
smart,
all
though,
right.
because if you're drinking IPAs,
Oh, it's gonna go
you're not
Corona.
drinking a case.
It's gonna be Corona. It's gonna be something I could.
I've
definitely
drinking
do.
12 Coronas in a day before.
Corona
15,
Light.
18.
I could
Yeah,
easily do that.
I was gonna say I'm drinking quite a amount. The hangover the next day is miserable on
Yep,
Corona, though.
but
But,
just drink more Corona Lights.
Do you guys want to try that?
No.
Like long a weekend.
Not it.
A long
How
weekend.
about like a
with day
3-day
to
weekend? We
recover.
just sit in this living room for 3 days straight.
Suze, how do you feel?
Which I was gonna say.
You plan on doing this and going on
I was
vacation.
Go
gonna
visit
say.
your girls. Yeah,
Well,
go
when
visit
she
your
goes to
girls.
my sister's bachelor party in late May, we'll sit here, and we'll just bring a case in each,
Okay.
and we'll do it for a day.
I gotta take one day off of work then, cause I need one day to just lay on my ass.
Here's the thing, like Eric said, it's not anything he hasn't done before. When he watches the dogs, he pretty much gets a case of beer and hangs out there.
Yeah.
We'd have to do something to entertain ourselves, so we'd have to have like a Star Wars marathon,
Oh yeah.
and then we do a Seinfeld marathon,
Okay.
and then maybe we do like a
Shows every hour.
A
like
case of
bust
beer
a nut in
of your
grandma's butt
choice.
marathon.
Grandma.
We can end it off that. That's a lot of old lady porn.
The dogs would have to get boarded, or she'd have to take them somewhere.
The dogs would be bored out of their fucking mind.
No, like we wouldn't have to worry about feeding them, taking them shits.
Oh, we could ride them. We could throw a saddle on them.
Why couldn't
Tell
they be
them.
there?
Now I'm
Yeah.
saying.
You think we get creative with ideas?
Why?
Are you saying we're not responsible?
One of them
Yes.
eat a bottle cap.
That's exactly what she's saying.
Well, it's not like we have a kid. Like a newborn, I'm responsible to feed every few hours.
They lick the beer off the table when you spill it.
Well, the Wolfman said he'd be honored to gain 20 to 30 pounds.
I did it. It's fine.
What happened?
There's one left. It's in the thing. It's in the
Is
hole.
it?
I fell into the hole.
there's
there.
Coronas
Like to
in
the
the-
right. There's one like down there.
There's Coronas in the big fridge.
Is there?
Yeah. That's it, dull.
You gonna have another one?
I'll have a probably
you don't
Corona.
like
I'll grab a Corona out of the
There's
fridge.
a case of
probably.
Corona in
Dog's
there.
stupid enough. Do I have to? Why do I sound like I'm sleeping?
You can't. You're just wandering around the living room like you're tired.
I am. Why am I tired?
Rough day in the office.
Rough day.
Stock market. Stock trader. He's a
Stock
day
market
trader.
is horrible these days.
Go see Uncle Eric.
Oh, look, Eric's got
I
that
did
way.
almost not come because I sliced my pinky open. I thought I'd have to get stitches, but the bleeding stopped.
Oh,
It was
that's
very
good.
nice.
Paper cut. Reading books.
No, it was because I have this cup on my on my my desk, and it's broken, but I keep changing it.
Yeah.
And the lip
Do you have
part,
a
the
desk or a
top
cubicle?
desk, and
You have an office?
No, they got rid of that. No, I don't have my own office, but like the concept now is like open
Bullpen?
space and these.
Did you know why they do
Pods.
that?
Pods.
Oh, pods.
It's
Yeah,
so your boss
but-
can keep an eye on you, making sure you're not doing
She
anything.
can't
else
see
with
me.
it.
Are you
But-
John Cena?
God damn it! I put my hand.
In other words,
I keep my change in there, and I reached my hand in to grab some change to go to the vending machine, and I just swooped down and sliced my pinky open, and it didn't even hurt. So I was like, it doesn't hurt. It's gushing blood, so that means it's probably pretty deep. And it took about 20 minutes to stop the bleeding, but it
Who showed their ass crack?
Good.
Your brother said 12 a day. That's nothing. I'm sure Big Rick could drink 12 beers a day
12 a
very
day is
easily.
nothing, huh? Okay. 12
I'm
a day
glad
is
you didn't
something.
fucking bleed out.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm good.
Fucking
It's
paper
finally.
cutter.
It took 20 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
Well, look where it is too. It's in
You
like
know,
a,
one time I was building a model
I had
when I was in
stitches,
college, and I went out to the night.
Legos.
Yeah, I went to a nightclub in Providence, got hammered, came home and continued building my model.
Oh, you
and-
told me that
And
story.
sliced the top of my finger off and
Yeah.
started bleeding. And then I didn't know what to do, so I got a sock and I wrapped it with duct tape and fell asleep. And I woke up in excruciating pain. And my mother had to take me to the hospital.
Nice.
I almost lost a finger.
I had stitches
You
here
had a
from.
pint of blood.
I was washing a glass in my sink once, and the glass broke as I was washing with the sponge in there. I had to get stitches right here because I sliced that open.
I
God.
almost put my fist through a window in Savannah.
Really?
Oh, not when we went.
Oh, no, we were there.
No, but he showed us
Remember
where
I showed you? I was waiting
he
for
showed
you.
us
Oh,
where-
yeah, you showed
okay,
us.
Yeah, not when we were
the
there.
legendary
That
spot.
would have died if the person did not have a cell phone. That's how long ago that was. Like with cell phones.
It's like
just
Zach
coming-
Morris pulled out his fucking to the antenna.
Those Nokia,
And it's a
remember
briefcase
ones?
with
the
a-
Nokia
Yeah.
ones.
My dad used to have the
Those
briefcase.
Nokia long Nokia ones that everybody got
Oh,
in
yeah.
2000.
Yeah, I used to have one of those.
Does he still have it somewhere, like maybe
Briefcase?
in the basement?
Oh, yeah, it's in the attic.
Oh, dude, you got to bring that.
So
I want to
dig it
see
up.
this thing.
So when I was I was in my parents' attic a couple weeks ago, putting the air conditioners up there, and he still has. So it was a briefcase phone, so you would charge it, and it had a 2-hour standby. So if you turned it on, it's good for 2 hours, but you only had a 15-minute talk time.
That's awesome.
And when it was fucking heavy, it probably weighed 20 pounds. And then you open up the top, it was Velcro, and when you picked up the phone, it was an actual dial tone. Because that's how it worked back in the day. You didn't dial into a tower. You just found the tower, and it was like, and then you dialed, and you would talk on the thing. And we used to use it on the boat.
Oh my God, dude, can I borrow that? I want to bring that into work.
Yeah,
And when you press
Can I borrow that?
the buttons,
yeah.
You got to let me borrow that. I need to bring that into work and mess with people.
I wonder if we could pull that out there and fucking. I
They
bet it
should
still
make those
works.
where you just, like,
No, I
put
don't even
your
want to use
cell
it
phone-
for it can work. I just want to walk into the office with it and like stand in front of my book.
Remember how you
I
get the
did-
Zach Morris phone?
I did have one of
Put
those
that,
too, yeah.
For your iPhone, you put the case and you get
Oh,
the Zach
yeah.
Morris phone.
really?
Imagine if they did the bag phones where you just slip that in and you can still talk on it.
My dad had a
Fucking
Zach Morris
hipster.
phone too, and then he also had the one that came after the Zach Morris phone. It's the
flip
first
phones?
flip phone, the Motorola's.
I had one of those when I was in the Army when I went for the Colonel.
I need to borrow that briefcase phone. I need to borrow that. I need it.
I remember one day we were on the beach, and we used to bring it to the beach in case someone drowned. I'm like, wow, because apparently they trust his kids or something like that.
Well, now I definitely have to come Sunday.
Imagine being like on the ATM. Imagine being on the other end of like the fucking phone call, like back in like '91 when someone called you from the beach. Like, hi, I'm calling from the beach. My son is drowning. And the 911's like,
What?
is this a prank call?
Yes, probably. That's crazy.
When I was a kid, I used to prank call 411 and ask them how to cook a turkey, and I'd giggle. Me and my sister would be in my basement. We had a phone. This is going way back. There was a phone jack in the basement, and then we found an old phone and we just plugged it in, and then we were like, wow, we can make phone calls. So we used to call 411, and I used to be like, hey, can you please tell me how you cook a turkey?
Do you remember when you could call, get the time and weather?
Yeah.
Do you know what the number was?
No, I don't remember that.
I bet you I still remember the number. It was because it was Nestle's Nestles, and when I would have a girl call me when I was in junior high, or whatever. So the phone for the call waiting, I would call that because it just would sit there. It just goes at the tone. The time will be 11:59. Beep. 75 degrees.
So I used to do that
And it
with the movie
yeah.
theater. 284-2323 was
But we
the,
all remember from Nestle's.
yeah. Well, 2323 was the number to call for Showcase Cinema in Revere, and you used to have like an answer machine, and you'd be like, if you're looking to buy the
press
movies.
this or
No,
the
there was no
Showtime.
even impression. It was just someone rattling off the movies.
637-8537.
There
That's
you
how
go.
long ago I used that. It didn't even have to put an area code in.
So I used to, you'd have to use an area. So I used
to call movie phone.
Well, yeah. So you used to call it, and then when someone called the house, it would be call waiting. So you just pick up the thing, so you don't have to worry about the phone ringing at your house.
You have selected Batman Forever, rated PG-13.
PG.
Remember movie phone.
Oh man, that was so fucking. And then like, say you were going to see like Zelda, and you gotta
Zelda?
you gotta wait till fucking Z.
Zelda movie? What?
I'm just saying in general, Z,
What made you think of Zelda?
because it begins with a Z. How many words you know of Z? Zenith,
Zeus.
the movie.
Xena, nuts and X.
Xavier,
Nuts and X.
Hey,
Xavier.
Zeus.
but still that far down.
Yeah, you have to, like. How about when you're a fucking kid? You were worse than me. You're waiting on the fucking
Remember when you wanted to see what was on TV and you had to watch that scroll thing?
Yeah,
Every time
Channel
you,
13.
And every time you
Yeah.
took to the channel, it just happened to go by.
Yeah, and you're like, fuck, I gotta watch it again.
Then they finally put commercials on them, and
Yeah.
it was louder than everything else.
Well, I was going to
remember
say, it
that.
sucked for me waiting for school cancellation. But
Yep.
you're a Stoneham, so you're S, and you're even worse, you're W.
Austin
And-
Prep.
Oh, A, yeah, I guess so. I would always miss it, so I'd go on,
A.
and all of a sudden it would be like fucking like, it'd be like Stoneham. I'm like, fuck, I missed the odds. Then I'd go to like Channel 4, and then they'll just,
Yep.
I'm just missing
Do
it.
the
I'm
same
like, I'm
thing.
always missing it. I'm like,
Or
seriously,
some
this is-
stations would have it before other stations.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'd see it there, and I don't see it on this channel
Or
yet.
nowadays when they go to commercial, they still scroll, but
Why
back
do
in the
they
day,
get,
they
now
didn't.
they give text alerts and phone like
Yeah, I know.
you could go to the internet.
Well, that would
close.
suck to have it at A, too, because what if it started at D when you first tuned in? Then you got to wait for it to get all the way back to A.
Yeah, it's true.
Right? So that could
You know,
suck.
there's this thing called channels, which changed them.
Well, not when they have that revolving. Oh, yeah.
Put it this
with
way.
cancellation.
Put it this way. I went to Catholic high school.
Yeah.
If you fucking motherfuckers were getting off, we were
Oh, they were already
called
they were
off
off for a week. Yeah, they're like,
getting
all
off.
right.
We were probably off the day before.
The gauge I used to use is my cousins got, if Lynn came up, there was a fair chance Rivera was up. There was almost never that Rivera and Lynn were never off at the same time.
It was always guaranteed that Melrose had off. They were horrible. They have no their plows. They have all hills. They're
Yeah.
horrible. Melrose always they've been an inch and they have
But
off.
also,
I'm so
because
mad.
we had people come from all over the state,
Yeah.
so it was like from
Yeah.
like New Hampshire and stuff like that. So they
My,
always called
my
us off.
favorite was when it would snow and like they didn't think it was gonna be bad, so they didn't cancel school, and it was a fucking blizzard out.
Yeah.
And then every day after that, for the rest of the season, the superintendents were so fucking scared they just canceled every time there was
Well, I
like
remember
a flurry. They would cancel because they
My
didn't have the
senior year of
same.
high school, it was February. It snowed. We got a snow day. Even my daughter's mother. God, so those days, my daughter's mother. That's how old I was. So
Yeah, and he fucked her
we both got off,
when he made a baby.
and it was like by the time 10 o'clock hit, it was all melted. Not just the roads. It
Yeah.
just- it just hit us. I think it was a surprise storm. That's why, because I think it just bang. We got blanketed. It was like my mother was like, "Oh, you got school off." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then I woke up at like 10 o'clock and I look out and it was like the sun was beaming
Yeah.
in my face. It was
And that-
60 degrees out.
That's how it is nowadays. They'll cancel before the snow even drops, and then there are times
That happened
where it's
before one
bad.
time too.
Do you remember the April? Actually, this could have been. When you graduated high school?
Not saying.
Was it '94?
Yes.
There was
wanna
that
tell me
year.
no
It was
money.
April. It was April. It was the April Fool's storm. It was '94. It was April 1st, 1994. I was in 4th grade. What?
93.
What are you doing? You're from Tennessee. You weren't.
Yeah,
around
you
here.
weren't up
You
here.
weren't here.
You were milking a.
Big blizzard that hit pretty much the whole eastern coast.
Yeah, but it's different and different. Like, what? Are you talking about your weather in Tennessee?
That's the same storm that hit
No.
you.
No. How do you know?
Because it starts from.
I know, but how do you know? Like, no, it was April. I was in 4th grade. It was April 1st, 1994. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Well, I'm not gonna judge, but
The snow was here, and then
There was a blizzard on April 1st somewhere
They
in
got-
the 90s. See?
yeah,
I thought
maybe
it was in the early 2000s.
see, maybe
but-
you got an April. Maybe you got an April
You
Fool's in
said
93.
93. You said 94. I think it was like 98 because I think it was in the army. But whatever.
Just because she was getting a blizzard in Tennessee in '93 doesn't necessarily mean we got it in New England.
It took a year to come. She says April 1st, 93. You say
April
April 1st.
1st. I have the answer.
That's what
All right,
she
what is
said.
it?
I have it. It is April 1st, 97. You're all right.
Oh, what?
Closer.
Oh, you're
I
right.
said 98.
You're right. It was '97.
I said 98.
Oh, you know what? You are right. Yep.
He is right. He fucking.
Look up the blizzard of 93.
Temperatures in Boston
I
were in
mean,
the
Tennessee
60s. The
blizzard
next
is
day, the
probably a lot
massive
different than
April
us.
Fool's Day blizzard hit, dumping nearly as much
I'll
snow in
look it up,
2
though,
days as Boston
put
had
the Tennessee
received all the
blizzard
rest
in
of the winter.
That's right.
97, everybody.
That you were right, and I remember that. And then it like melted 2 weeks later.
Yep.
It was gone.
Yep.
Yeah, Sue. I don't really know how weather works, but sometimes the Midwest could get a blizzard, but it just misses us in the Northeast. It goes out into New York, into the Atlantic.
I'm pretty sure this storm hit you guys though.
How do you know? Did
It
you know
might
about?
have. It
Did
just
you,
might have not have been.
did you
a
know
heavy
about
hitter.
New England back in the day?
It might have.
Probably not. She's like
Hold up.
nothing exists east of the Appalachians.
Appalachians.
It is. It's Appalachia.
I throw stones through
Appalachians.
past the mountains, as I heard that's the ocean and the end of the world.
Is that where Asians eat mothballs too?
Yeah, yes.
I love that.
And the Asians are eating mothballs in the Appalachians.
Hold on. Blizzard of 93, sometimes referred to as the storm of the century or superstorm of 93, occurred between Friday, March 12th, Saturday, March 14th.
March 12th. March
Okay.
14th. No, it's not.
It blasted the eastern United States with widespread heavy snow. I mean, she's technically.
But she's like a
Well,
savant,
that is a
if you
storm,
remember that.
But it's
No,
not
but-
the storm.
You're
I
close.
was on spring break.
Oh, yeah,
So
that's
she's
right.
right. So
That's
there's
right. They
one.
do their
They
April.
They will. They're close. Where she's located, Tennessee's close to Atlanta, right?
Atlanta.
Yeah.
It's basically east. She gets
They don't do,
whatever they go. If the
And then
whole
it-
East Seaboard's getting
And they don't have April vacation down south either.
So
Really?
She was right. Everybody
They have
has
March
blizzard,
vacation.
So to her, it was probably not. To us, it was probably nothing. But to them, it was a blizzard because they're getting whatever.
Your point's proven.
Yes.
There's a lot going into
Thank
that.
you.
Hatchback Zeus.
Thank you, Dick Albert. It's like fucking Harvey Leonard over here. Give us a fucking rundown. No. Okay, good. You didn't say the guy I thought you were going to say. I was going to lose my mind.
I know. Can I say who it is now?
Yeah, now
you
you
can say
know.
Jim Cantor.
Fucking dickhead, Jim Cantone.
Jim Cantone.
I fucking hate that fucking meathead. The guy from the Weather Channel
The
looks like
bald guy who puts himself in the middle of every.
Yeah,
fucking
he's like,
storm.
I'm in a fucking intense storm. I'm in a volcano hole. I'm in the asshole of a fucking Chinese man. I don't know. I'm Jim Cantone.
It's hard to stand up here.
Adam was gonna give me his autograph for
I
a
was
wedding
so-
gift.
I reached out. No, for your birthday.
Birthday,
Yeah, I
yeah.
reached out to his people, and they suck.
His people.
Yeah,
Fucking meathead as fucking people.
yeah.
His fucking
I
weather-
sent numerous emails. I was so excited. I was hoping to get
And you could tell he's like super annoyed with the broads he broadcasts with too, because they're kind of ditzy and don't really know what they're talking about.
he's such
And
a
like
fan.
they'll ask him a question, they'll talk like they're acting serious, and he kind of just looks at him like, ugh, "Bitch, below me."
bitch.
I'm Jim Cantone.
It's Cantor.
Is it Cantor?
It is Cantor.
I'm Jim
He hates
Cantor,
him so much he can't say his name right.
and I'm
God, that would have
fucking
been hilarious.
pumping iron.
I would have said to Arty, your hero, Jim Cantor.
I would have framed it.
No.
It would be over my bed.
One of these days, I'll still get it. It'll still happen.
While I'm having relations, I'd be glancing up to the Jim Cantone autograph picture and giving him a old fucking Weather Channel thumbs up. Do you know what? Do I have that blue jacket I have?
Yes, I think so.
So I was in Boston during a snowstorm once, and someone asked me if I was with the Weather Channel.
Oh boy.
because
It's not a marathon jacket, right?
No, the fuck.
Blue coat.
It's the same exact. It's literally the same exact coat I have, except they have a Weather Channel like thing on there.
Yeah, it's
And someone was like, "Hey, do you work for the Weather Channel?
yeah.
Are you Jim Cantone?" Like, no. Yeah. We're about to approach that time of year, which I despise human beings, and it's gonna happen in probably about another 6 weeks, where you're gonna start seeing people wearing their marathon jackets of the past, like usually beginning of March.
What is the window where it's acceptable to wear?
It's not ever. You ran it
Just that year.
that year. If you're running it that year, I'll give you that fucking donut. Okay?
But what if you
Okay.
ran the year before and you went
No.
the years before you get the years?
No.
Okay,
No.
so but you don't get it. When do you? I don't even know when you get the marathon.
You get it
jacket.
like 3 days or 2 days before.
Okay.
You gotta
So
check
the
in.
only one acceptable is that year.
Yeah. If I see you wearing
And-
it, okay, you're gonna run the marathon. Good for you. And I'll give you a leeway of about a week after.
Yeah, like pre-post, a week, like a buffer. 2
Yeah,
weeks.
you know, I'll give you into the first hot day of the summer, so you can wear it through the spring. Wear it through the spring. It's a windbreaker, you know. Knock yourself out. But if I see that fucking jacket at the marathon 2 years later, and you're like, I ran the marathon in 2009, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. I'm gonna be as mad as Eric was with the R. Kelly allegations.
Imagine if you went to a bar after, let's say we go to Kowloon, and you see a guy wearing 1989 marathon
Oh.
jacket.
That's his accomplishment that he's proud of.
Like Al Bundy.
Yeah.
It's like his
yeah, and you're
touchdown to win
shitting
game.
on it because
Oh,
this drunk
good.
guy at Kowloon wants to
fucking-
relive his
Oh,
1980.
good.
It's the best year of his life. He
Oh,
got
yeah.
married, had a kid,
Good
finished the
for you.
marathon, and you shit on that.
You
by trying to
jogged
get
26. You jogged 26 miles. Good
well-
for you on a fucking toot. You know,
What a toot.
NASCAR drivers drive 500 miles in fucking 3.5 hours. You
Drive.
you took the same amount of time to jog 26
Yeah,
miles.
they go with 225
in a circle.
miles.
Ooh,
Small circle.
ooh, break hot hill. Ooh, it's a fucking hill. Walk it.
Heartbreak.
Right?
Alright.
It's Heartbreak Hill.
Heartbreak Hill.
Not
I
break
don't fucking-
not break hot
I
in
thought it was like with the
Saugus.
Ooh.
Boston Marathon.
I can run break hot hill in
Ooh.
Saugus.
I ride a fucking bike. It takes you quicker than fucking half marathon people. Even they're quitters. Anyone who runs a marathon's an
So
asshole.
you're an asshole if you run a marathon,
Yeah.
but you're a dickhead if you run half.
And if you do a half marathon, you're more of an asshole because you're like almost there. You're like a chick who gets like a tribal tattoo.
I haven't seen a chick with a travel.
I
in a long
don't.
time.
Marathon runners, eat my ass. I'm putting it out there. I'm a big
Eat
fan.
I'm putting it out there. Marathon runners eat my ass. I'm putting it
You
out
know,
there.
and if on Marathon Monday you took away the marathon, I would still be drinking all day like an animal. So it doesn't really matter. It's what I like. It's Patriots Day. We're the only professional football team that has a day named after us.
Yeah.
Put
You know,
that on,
somebody actually
put that
said
on a
to me
T-shirt.
Yeah.
one time, like, you guys actually have a Patriots Day. I'm like, you moron.
No,
It
but
is
that would
not
be-
for the New England Patriots.
That would be fucking.
That's actually for your benefit because it was the first shot fired at Concord.
That would be badass though if we did have a fucking day like the Massachusetts. Only Massachusetts, Maine, and Minnesota celebrate Patriots Day.
Wisconsin, too.
Is it Wisconsin? I knew it was one of those. So either Minnesota or Wisconsin. Yeah, marathon runners. Fuck you.
Hey, we all have our thing.
I remember a long time ago, this kid I knew, he was dating a girl who was training for the marathon.
Well, I mean, at least she's fit. She's probably
No, they look like they're fucking from the concentration camps. Most marathon runners.
okay. So
They're
she
like
wasn't-
malnourished. They look
wasn't
skinny.
tight. She
They have
okay.
they have Italians like Taylor Swift. They look like they need a hamburger.
It's like Taylor Swift.
You know what I mean? Like they're foot Italians. You can see the fucking that
Oh, okay.
that vein or that muscle that's in your foot.
Okay.
You look like a bird.
hawk.
You look like Nola's foot.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like that.
That's
Yeah,
gross.
like a
Is it
hawk, yeah.
Yellow?
Yeah, that's what.
That is gross.
There's nothing more unattractive than a marathon runner's body. I'm gonna put that on a T-shirt. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then they shit and they're pissing themselves for 26 miles.
That's the one time football players do all the time. They can't go to the bathroom.
I guess so, but I mean,
What are you gonna do?
like that chick. Remember the one who cheated in the Boston Marathon?
This is the one of the subway.
Rosie Ortiz or something like that back in the 80s.
Ortiz.
Oh, yeah, she, like...
She jumped on the fucking tee.
Is that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the reason why they have
How
tracking
did they catch
devices
her?
on them now.
That's awesome. She jumped on the tee, took it up, and just jumped in like in the last 2 miles.
How did she get caught? Because they didn't have tracking devices.
They,
then, so
I
how
think
did
she
they...
confessed it or something like
Oh,
that.
really? She should have.
Someone had seen her pop in right near the finish line. And run in.
You can't do that now. There's social media. And
Oh,
everything.
yeah.
Well, no, now they have the
Yeah, the
tag them.
trackers,
You have
the
trackers
tags, and there's
on. See, she was stupid. She should have like at least ran the last quarter mile, like
And that-
not right at the end. Then,
and
you
that's bad. And that's bad too because like back then they
Rick
didn't have
says she
cameras or
took a
anything.
cab. I think she did take a cab.
They took a cab. Yeah, I think it was a cab. Yeah, I think it was a cab. Do you imagine? And she's like all sweaty. They're like, wow, you don't have an ounce of sweat on you, Rosie.
Well, she tried. And we know her name.
Yeah.
All right. So, can you name any other marathon? I can't ever name her. I can't name one.
No, because I can't pronounce half the Kenyans that win. It sounds like someone's making. Sounds like my refrigerator's malfunctioning. Those names.
True.
Chunk.
in front of the thing.
Oh.
Oh, do you beat her down? Like, did she
Sue,
get smacked for that?
How do you feel about marathon runners?
Oh, yeah, you did. It was a big green blur.
It's like Slammer came through. They call it the
The
ghost.
Gorilla Girl strikes again.
You like one of those like were those outfits those people on the army wear when they want to
On
like
the army.
huh?
On the army? People on the army?
People,
On the
In
Huh?
the army.
yeah, what are those suits they wear? Gully suits? Galley
Ghillie
suits?
suits.
Ghillie suits. You look like you have a ghillie suit on.
Do you know what ghillie suit is?
No.
It's
Like-
like
A bush.
Yeah, it looks like you're walking a bush.
You're a walking bush.
yeah.
So, like,
it's
if
the
a
80s.
sniper's
So
going to lay, like,
fucking
on a
bush.
mountaintop or stuff, they do a whole cloth that makes it look like the only thing he can see is his eyes. And it literally looks like they're just nothing there.
How many people do you think I offended with my rant on marathon running?
Nah,
don't
I
know.
mean, we weren't talking race or anything. No pun intended. But we were talking. we're talking race. Get it?
No, I don't care if you're white, black,
Nobody cares.
Chinese, or an alien from
Nah,
another
no one's gonna
planet.
get offended.
I'm not a fan of anyone who runs marathons, and I don't think you should be bragging that you're
What if
doing
it was
exercise.
a sex marathon.
I don't think people should be bragging to doing health things
What
because
about
you
a sex
survive.
marathon?
That's like, hey,
Sex
hey,
marathon's
if,
a whole different story.
But that's still health. Is cardio?
if you don't post a video of yourself working out on Snapchat or Instagram, did you really work out?
yeah, exactly. Double back every day. He's in the gym. I'm working out, flexing my muscles.
Mocky mock.
My eyes are still...
Moggy Mog. He's at the
Pride.
point where he's like, I'm getting up so early. He's like you're pretty much just going to bed.
At
Like
4 a.m.,
when
we
you're
go
waking up
work
at
out.
6 p.m.
Yeah.
because you just slept all day. I was like, now you're Eric.
I've done that a
Different
while.
causes.
I've been up at 8 o'clock.
I
I
mean,
can't
that's
sleep past 9 anymore. I don't know if it's because I'm just so bored.
Listen, if you
It's the old people thing kicking in. You're gonna start
Yeah.
waking up at 5 at some point.
yeah, I know. You're gonna start waking up at 5. Then you
Read
go
the
down there.
paper.
He's gonna go to the Dunks, grab his coffee black, and sit there read
I
the
don't drink
paper.
coffee, I get tea.
He will. That's what old people do. They'll start drinking tea and then coffee. He'll be sitting at the Dunks, and he'll be talking. Then you'll have friends that come join you, like other people, and
Yeah.
you guys will talk about current events and stuff. And
I'd probably take the tea down one stop to Moles.
there you go. Then maybe you'll stop playing dominoes in the park.
Moles.
You know, I was
Moles breakfast.
no.
No.
Moles and Southie Diner. The
Oh
diner.
yeah, is it on
It's on Broadway.
Broadway? Yeah, yeah.
Broadway and
Here's the
delicious.
thing. You know, one day,
Cheap.
so my first
Reasonable.
job. This reminds me of Southie. My first job, I was living in Southie, and I was a janitor at it's like prestigious university. But I could see these math
All
problems
right,
in my
Goodwill
head.
Hunting.
We
Step
did
Brothers.
I saw that's right. I seen Step Brothers the other day. I was like,
I actually watched it
dream.
the
I was
other
a
night. I was
janitor. I
laughing.
could do math in my
It
head.
was edited, but because it was on TNT or something, but it was still funny.
Do you know what movie we seen the other day? When was it? It was the day before we left for Disney World, right? We went to where were we gonna eat? We went to Wild Wings, yeah. And we were talking about fucking
About Mary.
Something About Mary the entire time. So we came back and I actually paid to buy Something About Mary so we could watch it from. And then I fell asleep halfway through.
I haven't watched the movie in a long time.
It's a great movie.
It's a great movie.
It lasts. It's the
Really?
last.
I gotta watch it.
Well, that movie came out in '98. It's a 20-year-old movie.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's still
But
fucking
it still holds up.
yeah.
There's nothing in that
It's like-
movie that is just like
I could.
it happened today.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be
True.
easier to track somebody down.
I just wish they could like CGI out Brett Favre and put somebody else in.
Well, it was supposed to be Drew Bledsoe,
Well, oh, that's right. It was. That's
and he
right,
didn't want to
yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
So the Fowler brothers thought it would be funny if they took the guy that beat him in the Super Bowl instead.
Yeah.
So they got Brett Favre. And he's like, yeah, sure, I'll.
Just,
Brett
I know he's not. I know he's not an actor. He's a football player. I get it. but,
Pac-Man.
Like,
That's
it
what
was
they call
funny
him.
though. I'm in town to play the Dolphins.
no,
Dumbass.
but this is just the way he said his lines. It was like someone was holding a.
Wait,
I thought he did pretty.
Yo!
Oh, no, when he did when he said, "Oh, you know, Mary, you're my own truth." Yes,
You
but when he's
know,
like,
Mary,
I'm in to play the Dolphins, you dumbass." That sounded
Yeah, that
perfect.
sounded fine.
But the other part, you know, Mary's true. I'm only one for you. That was robotic.
Yeah, someone's holding the lines up and like off screen.
Trying to be all like, he was like, I know you guys can't see. Well, some can see. He's all like,
Uh,
you know, that's true, Mary. That's all I have. My heart, but whatever the fuck
Yeah,
he
yeah,
says.
yeah,
But he's
yeah.
all like, gets all like, and see.
I wonder how many takes that took.
Price. Yeah, that was probably the best.
I know, it's
Like,
probably
you
the
know
best,
what? Fuck it.
wait, you're a Woogie?
Well, that's what you
Tom
get.
Wiganowski. It's a great movie.
You know, Rusty is a homosexual hangouts. It's the only thing the guy he has the entire fucking. He sneaks in. He's like fucking eating a sandwich. The therapist.
I have to watch it again soon.
Fuck you, Norm. Oh, I love it when you talk dirty to me.
7-minute abs. Well, that's good until someone comes out with 6
I
minutes.
love he just texts. He's like,
Not 6, 7.
he's like, just text. He's like,
Oh, sick.
what? No, 7, 6.
7-minute abs.
Ew.
Abs.
Woogie's watching of his wife and she's blowing him and he looks up. He's like, is that, what the fuck? What was his name in the movie?
I don't remember, dude.
What was the name?
Ted.
Ted. That's right. Is that Ted?
Frankenstein. Frankenstein.
He kept getting those stupid blisters. He kept scratching them. What was his
They were
name?
like hives because he was getting
Chris
nervous.
Elliott.
He's getting nervous.
Chris
What was-
Elliott.
Chris
yeah.
Elliott.
No, I know it's his real name, but what was his character? Oogie.
Yeah, Woogie.
Yeah,
Woogie. Tom Wiganowski.
Tom Wiganowski.
Yeah, Tom Wiganowski.
You're Woogie? Tom Wiganowski. Remember, he's like, oh, your dick get caught. You're getting your dick caught in your zipper is the best thing that happened to you. He's like,
Frank's
how do you
Little
know
Beans.
about that? He's like, I lived 2 times over. It's like right there, you should have known. But
Yeah.
Tom Wiganowski. It's just
Great movie.
Uh,
We should get all get
the
drunk.
best. Where she's like, I need a. I don't need him. I have a dildo. Matt Dill's like,
And he's laughing outside, listening to the
sorry,
microphone.
the microphone just kills me. I'm gonna be Matt Dill for Halloween this year. That movie.
Yeah, she put on a few pounds. Deuce and a half.
Not bad. What? Roller pig?
How about the fucking roommate with the boobs? The
Oh.
big saggy.
Oh, the old lady. Yeah, I forgot about her. Magda.
You know what's funny?
Or the
You know what's
dog
funny
that
is,
fucking dies. And he,
I think a year or two later, because I was in Kansas. So when Mary came out, so a year or two later, I was stationed in Georgia. And for Memorial Day, me and my buddy went down to Daytona Beach. We hooked up with these 2 girls. They literally looked like that, but they were like 23. So it was like they were so
oh,
tan.
like the leathery
Oh,
skin.
leather
gross.
tan,
Yeah.
but they were
That'll
like
weigh
they
you
like
down.
They look like an old catcher's
oh,
mitt.
it was awful.
Yeah.
all broken in.
Oh.
Disgusting. Yeah, you gotta get that tan, but it's just gonna age your skin.
Yeah, they're very leathery.
It's horrible. It's disgusting.
Look like a jacket. Yeah.
You met that kid. I went
Did
to
I?
Daytona. Remember when the kid that came from New Jersey to do one of our shows?
Oh
Remember
yes.
that? One of our
yes,
first shows.
yes.
Revere the kid. That's kid. Me and him. We went to
Ah.
Daytona, and like I think the one he was looking at was married. Oh God, we should get him on the show.
Well, yeah. Just think, year or 2 years ago, I do not miss going to that studio in Cambridge.
Yeah, I don't either.
That's most of the reason why I like was just like I just.
Well, it was.
And I lived the closest.
It was fun, but like it was like for you had to travel there, I had to travel there. We had to park.
Yes.
Then we had to go, and then it was a cold day like this.
Fuck
Then
that.
we had to kill an hour, so
It
we had to
would've
walk
been
down
cool.
to the bar.
Like once a month, it would have been cool.
But it was
every
like-
week. No.
The Boston location was just easy to get to, I think. But then again, we were much younger.
Yeah,
So staying out till midnight wasn't a bad idea.
tolerate it. Yeah.
We used to do that show on Thursday from 10 to 12. We used to drink before, do the show from 10 to 12, and then go out for 2 hours drinking.
On a work night? Fuck no.
Oh, on Thursday, yeah. And then we'd go see Dr. Todd at Tasty Burger, and he would feed us.
Damn.
That was every Thursday for 3 or 4 years.
Wow.
The idea of that is making me tired just thinking about that.
That sounds very tiring.
Oh, why'd you say Tasty Burger? My
Like
stomach
we
is
were at like those Hong Kong and shit till like 2 a.m. on a Tuesday.
I mean,
Like
I was
any day of the
bartender,
week.
So every night's Friday night to a bartender.
Yeah.
Like there was
That
times.
sounds true.
Do you remember the time
Good
you?
motto. Put that on a T-shirt.
Ooh, you should go make it on the cricket.
Do it. Make it. Suze, you got the thing right.
Do you,
Put what on it?
Bartenders every night's Friday night when you're a bartender.
do you remember the time you were finger blasting that girl after the Bruins game? It was January.
I never do anything like that.
So long story.
Just me and one girl on the dance floor.
Yeah, we were at Trinity back
On
in
the
the day.
dance
Oh, it was
floor.
Hong Kong.
It was Hong Kong.
Because remember I puked in the bathroom because it
That's
smelled
right.
like rip roaring piss, and they were gonna kick me out. No, it like was like
It's
we had
not
all you
terrible.
can eat seats, right?
That's right. Yeah, it was a Monday night
Wrong.
Bruins game.
So
In
you've been in
January.
the bathroom in Hong Kong, right? First floor.
Yeah.
So I'm literally pissing and puking in the toilet next to me. Blah blah. Balance the season, whatever. Got big guy comes up from downstairs. He's like, "Hey, I gotta have the manager come talk to you." He goes, "I didn't know who he was." He goes, "I know you. I know you cool. I know you whatever." I'm like, "Okay." I knew him from Comedy Connection. He's about to that. So the guy comes up and goes, "Oh yeah, you're fine." I'm like, "Yeah, just gotta know, buddy, that the bathroom. Just I have a weak stomach." And he's like, "Oh, okay, you're cool, you're cool."
Yeah.
And I'm like, fucking hammered.
Then he goes upstairs and this girl's dancing all by herself in the dance floor. Her ass is just hanging out. She's just like wearing
as drunk
she's
as worse
she's
than
wearing
me.
like a fucking Bruins jersey.
The definition of a wounded gazelle.
She's a little she's a little she's
Had her
so,
hand down my pants. That's
yeah.
what I
So the
figured
two of them are, so I'm sitting there in the like
It's
just like
just
a
the three of us.
there's a bar rail upstairs. So I'm sitting there with my drink just hanging on the bar rail.
been in Hong Kong. I think he would know what it looked like.
Yeah, and I'm just sitting there looking at him, and he's he's like laughing at me. He's like, I think I probably have pictures on my computer of you dancing behind her. And next thing you know, he's like just like
Turns around, is like, oh, and I'm like, oh
yeah,
yeah.
they're
man.
pretty much getting the second base on the dance floor. And then she just
Second.
base.
Third.
Third.
I was gonna say that's
Both of us,
isn't third blowing though.
no third is finger.
It's first is kiss,
Yeah.
second is
The
boobs,
3 F's. French
Third.
feel finger.
French feel finger.
See, I always thought. I mean,
Four
if you
for
couldn't
four.
kiss, then you couldn't get off the plate.
French
I
feel
figured touching a boob was first.
Two. That's two.
Getting finger or handy was 2, and getting a blowy's 3.
That's
No.
maybe the kids these days.
Then what the fuck's getting a blowy? Sliding
Nothing.
into.
That's extra
Nothing.
shit.
That's
That's
extra
the
stuff.
base on balls.
Yeah.
I'm a little younger than you two, so
little-
when I grew up, it was a booby was
said
first
the four
base.
F's.
Yes.
French feel finger fuck.
Well, maybe that was for you
Hey,
guys 10 years
do
ago.
you ever listen to fucking Meatloaf?
Yeah, I know.
If you go sliding, if you stop right there, she gets him in a pickle.
Get some in a pickle, if you will. Well, anyways, back on the girl who was dancing on the dance floor that you may or may not have been having third base relations with. Then she just left.
Staying home.
She was by herself. She just got up and left.
Yeah, she's like start like making out with me and everything like
Yeah.
that.
You know
and
what
then
happened?
Just walked away.
Her friends stranded her. She probably did something. They probably didn't want to deal with her. She was probably being reckless.
When
so
was
they
this?
just
This was like
stranded
2000.
I almost said, do we have cell phones back then?
Yeah, well,
Yes,
we did.
Yeah.
You had an iPhone.
It had to be 2008.
Yeah.
2007.
When they didn't have GPS, so people.
Yeah, it
I
had to
think
be-
I had a Droid.
I think I had Nextel.
No, I had the Verizon one the first one that flipped.
Oh,
Keyboard.
yeah.
It was like a phone, but it
yeah,
flipped
yeah,
to
yeah, like
keyboard.
sidekick.
Sidekick.
No, it was before
No?
the Sidekick. I had a Sidekick too. The Voyager.
Oh, I know what I had a BlackBerry.
Remember it was the touch screen.
Yeah. Oh
and then
yeah.
you flipped it open to use the keyboard.
I know
'cause
you're
it was like
talking about.
Verizon.
I can picture it. I just don't. I don't remember what it was.
Oh, I think it's the
I had,
Voyager.
I had a little BlackBerry. I remember that, the little teeny ones with the keyboard that was
BlackBerry when I met you, and then you got the second iPhone came out. You got the first.
Yeah, I was.
I didn't get
behind.
iPhone till the 4th. You're a loser.
He's
so
never
you
getting
know.
an iPhone.
We're gonna get you. If we all bought you an iPhone, would you use it?
No.
No, now we won't
I'm
buy an
not a big
iPhone
fan.
for spite now.
Spike.
No, it's because it's not
Now it's
that
a
great of
principle
a
of the
phone.
thing.
It's fine. It's a great phone, but it's all about the interface now. The Android interface is what I'm used to. Like it's.
You can't film the potato on an iPhone, I guess. Do you plug an external microphone into that?
Yeah.
You do.
Boom.
You can
oh,
see
my
it.
brain is great.
I can never.
Still remembers. Remember that?
Oh God.
That's what I-
I
The Voyager. It was
forgot
the
about
Voyager
that.
with a slide screen. I thought it was the dopest
would
thing in
do
the
it on
world.
time.
And then I was like, look at my iPhone. And I was like,
Do you still have the Voyager somewhere? I wonder if that'd be worth money.
no, so my Voyager was so broke. I'm going to admit this now because I know she's not listening, but whatever. So when I was with one of my ex-girlfriends, I was in New York City.
Yeah.
I
Which
think
one?
we were
The
pro-
L?
and so yeah, and
He might be rekindling this relationship. So,
I
be careful.
we picked up these Irish girls, like legit on holiday, like not like some
No,
island girls that were
Yeah, it was that Columbus Day weekend. They're on. It was a holiday.
No, they were on holiday. We were. I might have been Columbus Day weekend. Whatever. So one girl came up with us, and my phone would call the last number randomly all the time. Called her. All of a sudden, I'm trying to hit on this girl, and I just hear Eric, and I'm like, oh shit! I leave. Fight with her on the phone for about 45 minutes. Skippy gets a blowjob.
Oh yes, it was during the
She
concert,
just
wasn't
wanted,
it?
yeah, it just wanted to suck a dick, American dick.
You know,
And
classy
I'm like,
girl.
and
That's
I figured
all-
I thought he was joking, but the fucking he had a fucking smile.
Yeah.
He was
Sometimes-
joking.
But no, I'll probably go back to the Galaxy after this one. This LG one is okay, but no, I like the specs on the Galaxies a little better than.
it was like that Irish guy who was eating out the
you,
hooker.
you drop it, it goes in 5 different pieces. I mean, I've never had a problem with an iPhone.
They're
And
good
I've had
phones.
Samsungs, I've had Droids.
Yeah.
I've had,
What
they're
the
good
hell is
phones.
she eating over there?
I just
What are you
the
eating?
interface and
Chicken.
I know.
Where'd you get chicken?
What time?
She cooked
We're
it.
in time because remember the feed cut out. How long were we in time?
Oh yeah. All right, we're about hitting that point.
We're over. Nice. Oh wow.
Yeah, we
Got a
did
lot
it. We
today.
did a solid hour.
Nice.
A lot to talk about.
I mean, hey, listen, that's what happens. Adam's hungry.
Very.
His biological clock is ticking. Adam, you ever gonna reproduce? Before we leave?
I'm
Adam,
fine
Adam-
if I don't.
Adam, I know I'm gonna eat this.
I plan to get snipped.
You're gonna get snipped.
I told you we've had this conversation.
I know,
several
but like,
times.
so you get a girl pregnant, like within the next, like, I don't know, 3 days.
Okay,
Um,
that's
This will be the
different.
last time we see Adam.
Yeah, you think so?
Adam's gonna be the guy that has a kid, and you're never gonna be able to see him. Not your fault. It's gonna be. I just think you'll
Or-
feel
Be a
guilty.
good dad,
You'll
no?
feel guilty for leaving.
Nah,
Or will it be
uh,
like everyone just have their kids there, just fucking dicking around, like a bunch of children? But Eric will be with his grandchildren. Eric's grandson will be the same age as my son.
And my granddaughter, the same age as your son, they will never see.
I've always
they'll
said
never
I'm
know
not
each other
gonna-
exists.
I would not sweat it if I don't have kids. It'd be cool if I do. I do. If I don't, I don't. It's not a life priority of mine.
Yeah.
I really don't. We're overpopulated and kids are expensive
Oh,
now.
get that out! Kids are the best thing you have.
So you don't like
Yeah,
blowing loads in girls with no bag?
What?
That's basically what it comes down to.
What?
You-
It's called
you-
birth control. There are birth control pills.
Oh, so you're still doing? You still?
Do you trust that they take them?
Yeah.
If I trust them, then yes.
Yeah, you can't trust a girl.
If it's someone I trust, then yes.
Okay.
What
Guess
if
so.
they really want a baby?
Yeah.
So then they
Maybe. Yeah, she has a good point. Maybe. Yeah.
Well, how long have we been together?
Hey,
Have you put
something's
any
hypothetical.
hypotheticals?
I don't know. I know some
Adam's
girls.
not having kids.
No, I would have kids. I told you I'm open to it.
You don't
but
have
I
a-
don't live my life by it.
You
Like,
don't have a 10-year-old in Pittsburgh?
I think it's kind of selfish to have kids now. Like,
Oh,
I feel like
wow.
it's too expensive.
It's a
I feel
bold
like
statement.
the world's going to hell. Like, you're going to raise them in this world now with all this shit going on? I don't want that responsibility.
This
You
sounds-
can't win.
This sounds like a song from the 60s. Everybody, grab your hands, come together, live one another. So you said they're doing a 50-year reunion for Woodstock, right?
Yeah.
In Woodstock, New
That's
York.
going to be the
God.
most pretentious, most fucking basic bitch-filled fucking. Oh
you
my
think
God,
so?
that's gonna be the, I'm gonna
Oh,
be,
God,
I'm,
yes.
I'm not even. I'm sick of it already,
Yeah.
and it is not even a thing.
So do you think it's going to be that, or you think it's going to be just like a bunch of old hipsters? Who
it's
are
gonna
like,
be Coachella on fucking steroids.
You think so?
SXW beast fucking.
'cause-
I
all right,
hope
because
not.
remember,
I
say
hope
Burning
not.
Man.
see, I'm thinking what it's going to be.
Burning Man. So it's gonna
See,
be. It's gonna be the most douche-tastic.
I don't
know,
think
I
there's going
had-
to be any young people there. I'm thinking it's because we figure if
Any
you were
what?
young.
Oh.
Oh, I thought he
I
said.
thought I'm like, whoa,
I
we
thought
just
you
got
dropped the
banned
N-word.
from everything.
What do you think I said?
I'm not just gonna go. Keep going.
I thought I heard an N-word. in
Yeah.
there. That's what-
No, I didn't hear the N word. I heard N people.
yeah.
Oh,
That's
no.
what I thought.
No.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
well, Hendrix can't be there. He's dead. But no, there's going to be a bunch of people who are like our parents' age are going to be there. It's going to be a bunch of 60 and 70-year-old people.
No, it's gonna be. Or is it gonna be the same bands if they're still alive?
The-
Or is it gonna
I-
be odd
oh,
bands
no.
like Woodstock
You said what?
99?
Foo
Rock.
Fighters was kicking it off. Foo Fighters going to headline it.
Yeah, I love
So,
Foo Fighters.
but I don't. Here's the thing. I can't envision
It's gotta be bands of
hipsters
today.
embracing a Woodstock type tradition. I think it's going to be a bunch of old people reliving their years because they're going to be dead soon.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of like people, our parents, and
So
like
it's
you
gonna
know,
be like all like Motley Crue.
They tried to do it
and
in
shit like-
'94, and it was bad.
I know you can't hear me.
Yeah.
Millennials would be like, oh,
yeah, millennials.
Yeah.
Millennials
Yeah.
not doing Woodstock.
No, right here. She's
Oh,
gonna
you
be
think
like,
they're gonna go and
want
not know
to
what
go
it is?
because it's Woodstock?
Yeah, but they'll be
Because
there
it's-
for a day and they realize, oh,
doesn't
there's
matter
no
still.
fucking hotels.
Yeah.
I
No,
can't
'cause they
get
all go to
Uber.
Coachella. That's why I said. It's Coachella. Coachella on steroids.
I don't know what any of these things
Coachella
are.
is a fucking pretentious.
It's an extremely pretentious, tooly douchebag.
In California, 3-day festival. Same
Rich
thing as
kid
Woodstock.
festival.
Dude, Woodstock's not the only festival. They do 3-day festivals.
I understand that.
It's
but
just
I'm
how
saying
big it is.
They haven't done Woodstock
It
since
doesn't matter.
'94, but
99.
or '99.
Remember when Limp Bizkit burned that bitch down?
But the
Burn
thing,
it.
but you're missing the point. It's
They
not.
did.
That, it's
they
not.
started a riot.
I understand
That's why
that-
they're not
It
invited
was
back.
horrible. I know.
I understand they do music festivals, but the idea of the Woodstock is more of a historic. thing.
Exactly, and that's why hipsters and fucking millennials will go. And that's why I
Yeah.
said it's going to be Coachella on steroids.
Yeah.
It's going to be Snapchat's going to fucking blow up. You open Snapchat on your
This is
phone, your
depressing,
phone's
man.
going to disintegrate. Because people are going to be posting
Well,
with
then
shit.
we have no fucking choice. We have to go.
I'm not saying I didn't want to.
All right. I wish I still had the van.
What-
I'm gonna
what in
go and hate people
What
even
in my
more.
rant told you I didn't want to go?
All right. Well, now we have to go to fucking make fun of people.
Exactly.
It's gonna be horrible.
Can we do the show live at Woodstock?
Right? Can you bring shit in like?
Well, I
you
mean,
probably bring your
man, we
computer
bring
in,
shit,
you
it's a
can
farm.
You set tents up.
It's a tent. You're living like hobos.
You think New York will have weed legal by then?
Ooh.
Because
You
you
know
know,
what-
Coachella, they tell you can't take it in.
And you know it's actually not on Woodstock, New York. It's in the city next to it, but they just call it Woodstock. Do you know that?
Because what's the city next to it? Like Panda.
Coachella says you can't take it in.
Yeah, last year they said you because when it was 100% legal
Could you
last
visualize?
year, it went 100% legal and they had signs you can't bring
Could you
marijuana
just
in.
visualize us at a music festival?
Not anymore.
First of all,
Maybe
unless-
like
Not a music festival like this.
No.
Here's the thing.
We're going.
I'm going during the day, but there's got to be a Marriott within 25 miles.
No,
Otherwise,
there's
I'm
not.
not
You're
staying.
sleeping in a
perfect.
fucking tent. Arty, with
Well,
us.
with a, yes.
Well, find me a courtyard or a field because I'm going to be commuting.
I'm
to
not
this
sleeping
fucking
on no
event.
tent on the
stay in a
grounds.
tent. Arty, what's the difference? You don't fucking wash your ass when you're on vacation in a hotel.
I am not staying on a
What's
tent
the
on the grounds.
difference?
True.
I'm
What's
not
the
staying on
difference
the
of staying in a
grounds.
tent? A big ass tent. Like some of these tents they make now.
All we have to do is get Mallet aroused, and we'll have a tent all night
lay a
long.
blanket down.
No, because some drunk asshole is gonna probably piss on my tent or fall into my tent or.
No, that's
I
when
wanna fucking
drunk.
hotel.
That's when etiquette comes into play.
Can I bring a firearm?
Tents. No,
Oh,
dude, we can make tents.
shoot
but we
someone?
can
Don't
all
give
stay in
anybody
the
an idea.
room.
though. God.
You've
Anyway,
seen them, right?
Be a tent city?
Yeah. Dude, 13 days. I'll sleep wherever I pass out that day.
We may never see you again. We might have to put
Hey,
a.
if I go
Which-
out,
which
if
stuff-
I go out once Foo Fighters ends, well,
So that's the opening.
Like was
they
that
open.
was that Burning Man where
no,
they
they're
go
the
around
headliner.
on,
So
they go around
headliner
on
is
bikes?
last.
So Burning Man, they all travel. They bring bikes with them so they can travel through the community
Yes,
through bikes.
yeah,
and stuff.
Burning
'Cause I remember I was driving through that part of the country that time of year, and I seen all these dirty cars with bikes in the back. And then I checked into a hotel, and they're like, "Oh yeah, all these people come from Burning Man." But so Foo Fighters, huh?
They end the show.
I hope not.
The headline.
I hope they don't do it.
Oh, food-
I hope they don't do it.
You think there's gonna be a lot of toe sucking?
50 years.
50 years.
Yeah, I hope it
16.
doesn't happen.
Yeah.
69 to 99.
I hope
Whoa.
it doesn't happen.
Yeah, 69.
Why not? I hope it happens.
No, you
But
can't
don't-
recreate
well,
that.
you don't have to come.
I thought it's already gonna happen.
I'm gonna go. I'd go. I'm not saying I wouldn't go, but I just hope it doesn't happen.
It's happening. You gotta
It's
go.
not- It's gonna fail. They tried it already. It's gonna fail.
99 was great. 94
No,
sucked.
it failed. There's too much violence, and that's why there hasn't been another one.
Yeah,
Well-
now the times have changed.
Yeah,
Listen,
hopefully.
people don't like dropping acid and
Dude,
raping people.
friggin'
You know?
not.
R. Kelly's
Fred-
not.
Fred
R.
Durst-
Kelly's not going to be there, and Bill
Raping
Cosby's.
Did Fred Durst get
We'll
charged?
see about that.
Oh, Bill Cosby live at Woodstock.
Right? Did Fred Durst get charged with inciting a riot?
I don't remember. I'd have to look it up. It was something. Yeah.
You know, it all started by these farmers who just wanted to have a little festival out there in upstate New York, and a little band called the Rolling Stones showed up, and no one really heard about them yet.
You are psychotic, you little shit.
Tommy.
But you got to remember that was the last time, collectively, you had people like Janis Joplin and Hendrix and fucking the Who and all them as a whole.
The who?
The Who?
Who?
The Who?
Who?
And then they died soon after.
And then they die.
You know, sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. I do think the facilities will be a little more updated now.
Yeah.
There's a little thing.
No, I think that's it. I think that's the Woodstock appeal.
There's a little thing called
agree.
building code, Mr. Powers. That things
You
have
said
to
it's a
follow.
farm. A farm stays a farm.
Yeah, but this is a large gathering of people, so there
Building.
will be.
It's no buildings. It's an open field.
I understand that, but it's still a large gathering of people, so there will be metal detectors people would have to walk in to get onto the fairgrounds. It'll be very secure. They'll have nighttime security, so you
Because
can.
it doesn't mean there's
I mean, you gotta understand, we're living in a post
it's gonna be
9/11
an
world.
outhouse. It's gonna be outhouses.
Yeah, but it'll be those nice outhouses like they have at Great Woods, like they're in a trailer.
Yeah.
They smell nice.
Probably, yeah, because the times are
They
better.
had those at the Hall of Fame game in Canton. They were nice. They were nice in my
They'll be
bathroom.
cleaned every day.
Yeah, they were a little pumped to come suck some out.
That would stop.
You understand? It's now the millennials are gonna take over this thing and make it so that you're gonna have fucking food trucks.
There was a band that played. There was a
That's good,
band
you're
that
right.
played.
Yeah,
at
you're
Woodstock.
gonna have food trucks and you're gonna have craft beer
Craft
companies
beer
bringing their
gardens.
shit. It's not gonna
It's
be like
gonna
Woodstock.
pretentious as hell.
Yeah.
I said that. It's gonna
I'm
be-
looking at.
Videos for Bonnaroo.
What?
Bonnaroo.
Come again?
Is that the city it's in?
What, the lead singer of the U2?
Yeah, I thought this.
I'm looking at the Woodstock set list, and really, there really aren't that many great bands. Like
Yeah.
there are your classic ones, obviously, but
Was it 3 days?
like yeah, I'm looking at the there's a band called The Band. That
Oh,
played.
that's my old band from high school. We're
There's
getting back
10
together.
years after.
Well, you know,
Sha-na-na,
this is
Johnny
all in the
Winter, Joe
60s?
Cocker. This is in
Well,
69.
because you know, like music was not.
Oh,
as
you're
big
talking
as
about
it
the
is
bands in
now.
'69?
The bands that played at Woodstock.
Oh, they
yeah.
weren't very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Of course, you had your classics, obviously.
Do you know
but-
Bowser from Shanana was Jewish? I know that from the Hanukkah song. Bowser from Shanana and Arthur Fonzarelli. Both Jews. Just so you know. Shanana sings, they had this like one song. All these bands back in the day had like one song.
Oh yeah, 99 was where it's at. Bush, DMX, Korn, Lit,
It was basically River Rave.
Sheryl Crow, The Offspring, The Roots.
Rewind, Sheryl Crow. I
What's
would have
funny
went for
about
that.
that? Like my friend had the Woodstock DVD, and we would get fucking all fucked up.
Insane Clown Posse.
Yes, that's what.
Fuck
that's
that.
That's what I'm about to tell you. So it's Insane Clown Posse's up there, and they're kicking
hate
their root
Were those
beer.
people called that follow them?
Juggalos.
Juggalos.
So they're doing fuck. I think their song's fucked, and they just say fuck this to the crowd. And he goes
Very angry.
fuck Eminem, and the people go boo. He goes, we said fuck that bitch Eminem, and it was like
Oh,
I hate
God,
them.
I think
they
so.
suck.
So they're gonna be hip hop groups at this
Yeah.
Woodwreck, you know. So here's the thing.
and fucking Adam Levine. It's gonna be all those.
Yeah, it's gonna be
pretentious
Adam
rock,
Levine. He's
too.
gonna be like, "This love is taken." He's gonna be topless,
okay. I
if his
gotta
body,
eat-
if it's all
I'm gonna lose my
tatted.
mind.
Don't you want to eat soup off Adam Levine's body?
No.
No.
No. Guess I'm the only one. Put me
I
in the
bet you.
minority.
I bet you. Fucking. He does that acne commercial. They show the picture of him
Yeah.
in high school. He's a big zip bag,
Sit bags. He's gonna have soup zits off his belly.
but he fucks one. I mean, his wife's fucking a supermodel. So.
He gets his first real ha. He
Do
was
you,
on.
know, do you know him and Jonah Hill went to high school together? Best friends in high school?
Really?
Yeah.
Don't want to
They're
happen.
best friends. No, they're still friends?
Sue hates Jonah Hill.
I hate Jonah Hill too.
No, you hate the other fat guy. What's his face?
Seth Rogen.
Seth
I hate
Rogen.
them both. If
I like Jonah.
put it this
Yeah.
way, if they were both standing in front of me
Yeah.
and they said, you could kick us both in the nuts,
Oh, okay.
but
Yeah.
you only have one
Sure,
shot
go
to
with
do it.
I thought you were gonna say
I will-
something.
All right, that's something.
I will.
I've
I
been hanging
will.
around you
I
too
will.
long.
I will break my neck. Fucking jumping and kicking them both in the nuts at the same time.
Whoa.
Fucking hate
And
those.
then all of a sudden
both
Eric's in a
them.
wheelchair and he's getting fed by a tube. He's making noises.
I'm Jewish. I got curly hair. I smoke weed.
What? Whoa.
Susan, let's start our own YouTube fucking video
Listen.
and us go to kick people in the dick that we hate. That'd be awesome.
Sue's hating
Tim
on my
Tracker's the first one.
Whoa. What did Tim
And
Tracker
the woo,
do?
and
Don't.
then the-
This is gonna be on YouTube. Why are you bashing Tim Tracker? He's a friend of the show.
Oh, he's the friend of the show or a friend of your show? Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize,
He's a
Tim
friend.
Tracker.
He's a friend of me.
He's a friend. He's a friend of fucking Louis Black. Oh no, what was it? Donnie Brasco.
Oh yeah.
Louis Black.
Yeah.
Louis Red. No, not Louis. What was it? Come on,
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember.
fucking kill me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
So, all right. So we're going to Japan in 2020. You coming? We talked about this in a text message. You never responded.
I would love to, but I'm the kind of guy that would, end up dying after the
No.
long flight.
You're fucking an Asian in Japan authentically in April of 2020, and we're gonna be able to document it. We're gonna be like
How much
biographists.
fucking yen do I need? Our money's doubled
much
when we go over
yen?
there, right?
No, it actually subtracts it. It divides in two. Their yen's worth a lot more than $1.
So if I go over there with,
$100, you
Five-
really have 50.
that's right, if I go over there with 5,000,
But you could buy a beer in a vending machine on the sidewalk. If that helps. And you could buy used pantyhose in a vending machine too.
how much money do you think I really need? How much is a ticket to there?
The flights start at $1,200. And going there, it's like a 24-hour flight, but coming home, it's like an hour and a half.
Why don't we fly to California, spend the night, and then fly to Japan?
You could do that as well. But flying to California is 5 hours. Then from 5 hours to Japan's another 15 hours.
Still the same, but you have the break.
Is that what you need the break? At that rate, you might as well go to Hawaii and fucking have a luau.
I need to go.
Tanatinki yaka is the thing to say on a bright
I just don't want to be like
Hawaiian
Heavy D. You know, Heavy D took that long flight,
Heavy
got
D.
home and died.
Well, he was a fat man.
Yeah, I
He
don't
was
think
out
that
of
had anything to do
weight,
with the
out of shape.
flight, but
I don't think anything about the fair travel.
I'm down. Let's get a box and we'll save money.
We're gonna go to Euro Disney. Well, no. How are we gonna go to Euro Disney in Tokyo? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. How
gotta
can
go to a
I
baseball
avoid
game.
this Tokyo stuff?
Yeah, we'll go to a baseball game. We'll go to a Japanese baseball game. We're
Gotta
gonna
go
go
to
to
Japanese
Tokyo
baseball game.
Disney
I
for a
want to
day.
go. I want to go Red
That's a lot of
Sox
money.
Yankees in London, but I can't do that.
You guys gotta get your passports all worked out. I know the Mallet has a passport. He's ready to go. And
I got to renew mine.
20 if we go to
actually, but
Japan,
it's a year from April.
I'm down.
You have like 14. How much? 16 months. Save $100 a month. You're ready to go.
But they only have $800 over there.
Yeah, but I mean, we obviously save more than that. I guess you know.
Anyway,
You could stay at hostels.
No,
hostels aren't bad. I've stayed at hostels. They're
no.
great.
Just share something.
Some of them are better than hotels.
No, we're staying at a Marriott.
I've stayed at some great hostels.
What
I've
happened?
seen too many
What'd she
movies.
say?
They're great.
Did you just airdrop something to me?
No.
Someone just airdrop usher placement and task.
Nice.
I don't know what that is.
Do you know what people used to do at Mugs? They used to airdrop
Somebody
like
upstairs?
naked. Yeah, no, like so we sitting there at work, and all of a sudden my phone get an airdrop, and the guy's just sending like dick pics, like because you don't know where it's coming from.
Does it come up with like a text message?
Yeah, it comes up and says like, "What the fuck's airdropping?" Like Bobby Z.
Why do you? I don't understand it, but
So an airdrop is an Apple
Yeah,
thing.
Droid user.
So basically, I could
Android.
I could airdrop him a picture through the air using Bluetooth.
oh, okay.
So
I
if
can
you
do that.
have your thing on for Bluetooth,
So
or,
you don't need to know the text message, my number.
yeah.
oh, okay.
So
That's
people, what they'll do is like, for
that
example,
sounds like you could really.
But does
do
your
some
real
creepy
number
shit.
come up when you get it?
well, I'll do it right now.
That
What?
sounds like
no,
you could do some
no,
creepy
no.
shit.
No, so
So-
if I airdrop somebody that I don't have saved to my
Anybody can get
phone,
it.
does my
Yeah.
number just come up?
Nope.
Oh, I have something similar, but
Fucking phone.
you guys are just getting that. Is that just new?
So what?
No,
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 we
no.
have
Okay, I was gonna say we have something
So look,
similar.
alright, so
It's
I have
like-
airdrop right
Tap
now.
to touch.
Adi and Susie's iPhone's up. Hippolyte iPhone cam. So I'm gonna airdrop this weird guy right now a picture of
Okay.
me with my crazy hair.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Why?
You.
Not of you.
I know, like the ceiling.
Should I
of
do
the
Eric
lamp.
instead?
No, none of
No,
us.
just take a picture of the banner.
So
I
right
know.
now, H. Cullips is getting a picture of me.
How do you get that?
Stupid.
What do you think he's gonna do? Kill me?
Maybe. I would.
Possibly. It could be the fucking psycho that lives above us.
Well, I gotta pee, so.
So you want?
Oh, that's me. Well, you just said it to me.
I just sent you one too.
Oh, well, you said it to
I'm
everybody?
glad that.
And I sent it to Susie too.
Send it to me.
Do you know Susie's phone's called Adi and Susie's phone for some reason? I don't know why.
That's cute.
That's what it comes up as.
That's very cute.
Yeah, yours is Adi and
No,
Susie's
it
phone.
doesn't come up as Princess Sugar Tits.
No. Oh, H. Culp declined my eardrop.
Oh.
That's fucked up, H. Culp. He's gonna be within the walls.
He could be watching you right now.
Anyway.
Could be.
Listen, the elephant's moving. It's probably him.
Maybe. All right, we'll end it there. All right, thank you guys for listening. Subscribe to us on YouTube, like us on
Please
iTunes,
do.
and watch The Potato, watch The Wicked Explorers,
later.
watch Eric masturbate on his live stream. Have a good day. See you next week.
got a lot.
Bye.